Hey guys, stop scrolling. I want to share with you 5 things the devil does not want you to ever know as a believer. Because get this, if a believer understands these 5 things, then they're going to shake the world. And the enemy does not want that at all. Number 1, he doesn't want you to know that he can't hear your thoughts. Did you know he can't hear what's going on in your mind? No, only God, the Spirit of God, can search and understand your thoughts. The enemy can only use what you're saying and confessing, or he tries to plant imaginations and suggestions into your mind. The decision you get to make as a believer is if you're going to water those seeds or uproot them through the Word of God. Number 2, the enemy does not want you to realize that he is afraid of you. Why do you think he attacks you so hard? Why do you think he's coming for your family? Why do you think he's coming for your marriage? Why do you think he's coming for all of the jobs that you've had, the people, the friends, every single time? Because he sees what's on the inside of you. He puts you down. He makes you feel small. Maybe you feel like you can't even birth the things that you know are on the inside of you, because he's attacking you because he's afraid of what you carry. God has given you so many wonderful treasures for you to reveal his glory to the earth. No wonder he's petrified of that being shown to the world and fights you so hard to shut it down. And that leads me on to number 3, because his favorite tactic is fear. Every time you experience fear, you know who the source is, because it's not from God. God gives us boldness. God doesn't use fear to work through us. God uses boldness. God uses conviction. God comes and speaks through love. The enemy uses fear and intimidation and anxiety to twist his will and way into the world. Now, I want to share with you number 4, because this one's mega huge. Guys, the enemy doesn't want you to know that you are forgiven. Can you believe it? You're forgiven for your past. You're forgiven for your mistakes. You're forgiven for the things that you've done that you can't even forgive yourself from sometimes. Why? Because the blood speaks a better word and has cleansed you from your past. You are a new creation. And the last thing that I want to share with you is that the enemy doesn't want you to know how to shut his mouth. And that's done through the Word of God, my friends. When you get the Word of God in your mouth, the enemy runs away with his tail in between his legs. He's absolutely petrified of the child of God who has their lips burning with the sword of truth. You know, when Jesus, when it was in the wilderness, he used the Word of God. The enemy couldn't handle it. He had to get out. So if the enemy's tormenting you with lies, let me give you a key today, my friends. Use the Word of God and torment him with truth.